Today I am covering 26 film and TV shows that have a major sapphic character who doesn't present as traditionally feminine. So I guess you could call it androgynous, boyish, sporty, masc, butch, or otherwise genderqueer, because you may have noticed that when it comes to sapphic representation, characters are written as overwhelmingly feminine presenting. I know I've missed some, so let me know in the comments. I have to start with Shane from the R Word. From her hair and clothing choices to her confidence, she oozes a masculine appeal that made her a hot favourite, not only with her string of love interests on the show, but for a lot of viewers too. I'm pretty sure she helped a number of women figure out that they had a thing for the ladies. It's also part of the iconic lesbian show, and I figure everyone has seen it, but if you haven't, do. It's kind of mandatory sapphic viewing. I haven't seen it since it came out, so I can't say how well the show has aged, but I'm guessing it's still a lot of fun even today. Pariah is a quality lesbian film that sits firmly in my top picks. Alike is a teen who lives with her conservative family. She's under a lot of pressure to be feminine by wearing dresses and conforming to feminine beauty standards, and it's only by sneaking out of the house that she can wear clothes that make her feel comfortable. This leads to a double life, but the two lives can't stay separate for long, especially when she develops a crush on a girl. She must then grapple with how she can live authentically with the pressures that are on her. Below her mouth is a bit of a sexy romp that has Dallas and Jasmine starting a hot and heavy affair. Dallas is working on fixing a roof when the neighbour Jasmine spots her from across the way. This leads to some heavy flirting and then to the bedroom. What starts out as a fling develops into something more meaningful, taking both women by surprise. The movie itself is pretty predictable, but I still found it a good and easy watch. The TV show A League of Their Own sadly got shelved after one season, but it has multiple butch or masc sapphic characters. To be honest, I'm not totally sure on the difference between these two terms, so feel free to let me know in the comments. On the show we have Lupe, Jess and Joe, who from the first set the gaydars a pinging, and not just because they play baseball. It's set in the 1940s when an American League of Women's baseball players was set up to make up for the men being away at war, and what a perfect environment in which sapphic ladies could gather. While the main lesbian story is between Carson and Greta, we get to see the other sapphics hanging out at gay bars, and it's clear that they are successful with the ladies. You could potentially include Bertie here too. Their identity is never made entirely clear, so they may be trans or they may be genderqueer. At any rate, they are definitely on the masc spectrum. While the ladies of A League of Their Own had to share their screen time, when it comes to Gentleman Jack, Ann Lister is the undisputed lead of her show. Based on the extremely detailed diaries of this real-life lesbian, using code she wrote about her female conquests. Her mannish dress and behaviour earned her the name of Gentleman Jack, as well as, at times, unwanted attention. However, Ann Lister had an absolute conviction of her God-ordained queerness. She saw it as her right to marry a woman, and every part of her rebelled at the thought of sharing her life with anyone but a woman. Her privilege as an aristocrat allowed her that luxury. It allowed her to navigate a time in which it would seem impossible for a woman to conduct business and seduce women, but she somehow pulled it off with aplomb and snagged herself a rich wife called Anne Walker. Well, not officially a wife according to the church, but to them they were married. Both as a sapphic TV show and as a historical fiction, it's a great watch. Jumping over to the 2000s, the TV movie If These Wars Could Talk Too took a look at sapphic love through various decades of the 20th century that all happened in one house. In the 1970s, we get to see Michelle Williams as Linda and a butch Chloe Sevigny as Amy embark on a love affair that, despite the liberal, hippie, free love of the era, still had her friends heavily prejudiced against them because of how Linda presented. I found their love story touching. While that segment was my favourite, the year 2000 also had Ellen DeGeneres playing opposite Sharon Stone. This movie is star-studded and it's definitely worth a watch. For something a little less North American, there is the Indian series 4 More Shots Please, a take on Sex and the City about 4 friends and their ups and downs with love and career. Among them is Umang, who has escaped her restrictive family life to make it in Mumbai as a fitness coach. When she ends up coaching a big Bollywood actress, feelings start brewing. With her bodybuilder physique and tattoos, she has a definite masc vibe going on, and that combined with Lisa Ray from I Can't Think Straight made this a super fun watch for the most part. The 1995 classic, The Incredibly True Adventure of Two Girls in Love, features a young Laurel Holman before her role as Tina on The L Word, playing Randy, a 17-year-old girl with a boyish appearance who, as a result, doesn't have many friends. When a popular girl from her school, Evie, drives by the gas station where she works, they start a friendship that, as they spend more and more time together, deepens into love despite societal pushback. It's an indie classic at the time where sapphic films were beginning to blossom, and I think really, it's a must-watch. If you're hungry for more options, check out the following sapphics in leading or major roles. Princess Sid, where Sid, a 16-year-old sent to her aunt's for the summer, falls for Katie, the local barista. Atypical, where in Season 2, tomboyish Casey falls for a girl on her running team, Izzy. Grease, Rise of the Pink Ladies, based on the Grease movies, has Cynthia, one of the Pink Ladies, finding herself on the drama team, where she develops a romance with Lydia. Arcane, where lead character Vi develops an intense friendship with a girl from the other side of the tracks, Caitlin, that hopefully in Season 2 will go exactly where it's been pointing it will go. This is an excellent show. Colette, where writer Colette has an affair with Missy, who may or may not be trans, it's hard to say given the time period. Go Fish, where Max starts a romance with Ellie, who goes through something of a butch transformation. High Art, where Sid falls for the renowned photographer Lucy when they work together on an article. Grey's Anatomy, where non-binary Dr. K has a romance with Amelia starting in Season 18. Harlan Coben's Shelter, where boyish high schooler Emma falls for a girl at her school, Whitney. Liz in September, where Eva falls for the out and boyish Liz. Rafiki, where masc teen Keena falls for Ziki over summer as she waits to hear if she got into medical school. And Just Like That, where Miranda falls for non-binary Shay. The Fallout, where the boyish Vada grows close to Mia following a school shootout. The Wilds, where sporty Tony starts a romance with Shelby, the cheerleader, when they are stranded with a group of other girls on a deserted island. Blue Jean, where sports teacher Jean must hide her sexuality with her biker girlfriend in the 1980s. Take My Wife, which has Cameron and Rhea sharing the ups and downs of living and working together as comics. One Mississippi, where Tig Notaro has to return to her hometown after the death of her mother while balancing her health and her clingy girlfriend. Willow, which has Kit and Jade, long-time best friends, falling for each other as they embark on a dangerous rescue mission. And if you want a character that is both feminine and masculine and who can seriously kick ass, my fave will always be Xena, Warrior Princess, who has an epic love story with her best gal pal Gabrielle, who also butchers it up in Season 4 to 6. I am currently doing a weekly video podcast going through every episode of Xena, along with monthly exclusive videos and access to my own sapphic film and TV database over on Patreon. So come on over and join in if that is your jam. Until next time, lady lovers.